End-of-life sessions for pets are some of the most difficult, but also some of the most rewarding types of sessions I do with animals. Hi, my name is Dakota Lee. I have a gift to speak to animals, also to see in the spirit, and God's been letting me visit heaven since I was 12 years old. One session I had with a little dog, he was tiny and his owner had been told by the vet, it's time soon. It's time really soon. So she booked a session and honestly hoped that he wouldn't pass away before the time for her session came. Well, we got together, and when I talked to this little dog, he didn't want to talk about himself. All he wanted to talk about was his person. And he said, "You need to find someone." And she goes, "Buddy, what do you mean?" And he said, "I am so concerned that I am your biggest source of emotional support." I think actually put it her only source of emotional support. He said, "You need other people that you can turn to on a daily basis." And he would not let this idea go until she agreed that she, number one, already had people that she could reach out to. And he said, "Okay, you need to reach out to them more." And then the second thing was that she would be open and be open to searching for somebody that could support her more on an everyday basis. And that was the big piece of his session for him. He also told me that he thought he had the amount of time he had left, it was 2 something, and it wasn't totally clear to me. I didn't think it was days, I thought it was months, but it wasn't totally clear. And do you know what? 2 days after our session, my client emailed me and said it was 2 something, and it turned out to be days. And she said right after our call, he started to decline. She said, I think he knew that he had said what he needed to say, and it was time for him to go. And so he did. He passed away just 2 days later. But the closure, we talked about a lot of different things in that. A lot of animals will give advice to their people. Again, like, you need to reach out to more people to support you that are really specific and beautiful. And I have one family that has a ton of pets, and the only time they call for a session is actually when their pet's about to pass away, and they are hoping to have that closure end of life session. And usually there's advice. There is requests for what they would like, if there's a certain kind of food, or they'd like to go spend time by the stream or the river that you normally walk by, and they want you with them. They almost always want you with them if you're making an appointment at the vet. So end of life sessions, they're difficult, but they're really, really rewarding, because everyone, none of us are getting out of here alive. Everyone has to face this at some point. And to have a conversation where you can speak in English, basically, with your pet, to make sure the things that you guys have communicated with each other for years is solid, to get that confirmation, seems to be something that a lot of my clients really needing, brings them peace when it is actually time to have their pet put down. So it's a difficult kind of session.